This is going to be a very quick audio recording. This is an advice from my heart for you. I'm not saying that this is divinely inspired or anything like that. It's just something I feel moved to tell you. With you, I mean my subscribers and those that frequently come back to watch these videos. Please test whatever you are agreeing with. It's written in the New Testament, in the epistles of John, that we need to test the spirits. Also, it's written that we need to prove all things, or test all things, and to retain the good. And Christ told us that we have to be on guard, lest any man deceive us. So, based upon those scriptures, I'm telling you, check what you are agreeing with. Why am I telling you to check out what you're agreeing with? Because the whole spiritual warfare is about your way of thinking. Most people don't realize that your way of thinking has a lot of impact. I'm not just talking about actions here. You can have polite, respectful actions and a respectful behavior, but because your way of thinking is negative centered, that negative centered way of thinking is generating a heavy negative energy in your energy field, which is what we call the aura, and that is going to affect your environment. I stated before in another summary that your mind speaks louder than words and actions. In the world you say not words but actions. And you also have a similar cliche that says actions speak louder than words. Now both of those cliches are wrong. Your mind speaks louder than actions and words. Anywhere you go, whether it's to a supermarket or to a wedding or to a classroom or you're just in town, wherever you are, your energy field is there because you are there. And the vibration you give off, that's the first thing everyone's going to notice. Now, they will not notice this on a conscious level, but your way of thinking will affect other people when you are around them. A lot of people, they are trying their best to change the circumstance around them. They are taking responsibility, they don't blame other people. They make all this effort. They even go to gurus or to preachers from church to church to receive wisdom, to receive insight, to receive knowledge. But often it has nothing to do with the data you're receiving. It has nothing that much to do with your behavior as much. Sometimes you just have strongholds in your mind, which are thinking patterns that are inconsistent with the gospel. An example given: things as I don't want to waste my time. That's a mindset a lot of people have. And when you're in line, for example, let's say you are in line in a supermarket, and there's another line that's shorter. Well, why not go to the shorter line? You get home earlier. Then people say, why waste your time in the long line? So in such instances, we say don't waste your time. We really mean be effective. Okay? The mindset of not wasting time is self-centered. It's centered upon you wanting to exploit every circumstance because you are centered around that you're going to die one day, and because the day you're dying is coming and you don't know when it is. That's why you want to exploit every circumstance to not waste any duration. That's what the whole mindset of not wasting your time is. And we adapt this mindset of not wasting our time. But that's self-centered because something is only a waste if there's something else that you want to. Okay, let me take it easy. There is no such thing as a waste of time. Waste itself doesn't objectively exist. I'm talking about waste of natural resources. I'm not talking about waste energy, I'm about negative energy, okay? When you want a certain outcome and you endure a circumstance to get that outcome, we see that as investment. Or when you endure something, expecting a certain outcome, and the outcome doesn't happen, we say it was a waste of time. That's a construction. That's a thought construct. But hold on a minute. This thought construct is based upon presumptions that are not tested. It implies that what we want is what's best, or that our expectation of how things will unfold, that we are correct. And often, both are wrong. And here's the thing, I mentioned this before, blessings come in disguise. Often we want instant relief, short-term fixes, we want things to just happen, we want quick deliveries. But blessings seldom come as quick deliveries. Blessings always come in disguise. And that's why throughout scripture, we are being told to be patient in suffering. Patient, when we read the word patient in English, we then think heavy tolerance. We don't really want this, so we have to put up with this pain. No. That's not what patience is. Biblical patience is endurance. It's you being dedicated to keep moving on no matter what. That's patience. That doesn't mean that when you have patience, that it's not going to be difficult. Things will not be easy, but you'll overcome and will be worth it. But check this out. Someone that does not agree with the gospel, in which Christ said to endure until the end, someone that has the worldly mindset of, I don't want to waste my time is short, my time is precious. If you have such thought constructs of the world, whenever a circumstance arrives, you're going to react based upon that stronghold. You're going to attack, you're becoming frustrated, and you will begin to look for relief. You're viewing things not from the bigger picture. And what happens? That attitude, not only does it cause problems, but it gives Satan an advantage over you, because he and his agents will manifest relief for you because you don't want to waste your time. But as I mentioned before, there are no such things as gifts with the powers of darkness. Everything you receive from the devil, it will cancel itself out. When you endure until the end, you will have victory. Not on your timetable, nevertheless, it all works out for your good. So, in short, check whether or not your mindset is in agreement with the gospel. Because remember, every thought construct that doesn't agree with the gospel is an open door into the enemy. Reflect to see whether or not you're operating in faith and not after the doctrines of devils. That being said, be at peace.